Well, good evening, folks. My name's Tyler Westcott. Good to see you. And welcome to Roots Music Wednesday, episode 2. Thank you so much for tuning in last week. I did the songs of Bessie Smith and featured Pausa Art House. And you can go and check that out. That's archived on the page, and I think it'll be there for quite a while. Thanks to my guests last week, Lazara and Dr. Jazz. Thanks for being on the show. This week we're celebrating the genius of John Prine, one of the widely recognized as one of the most influential songwriters of all time. We're doing a venue spotlight on the Waterhole in Saranac Lake, one of my favorite places that I've stopped at on tour with Folk Faces and played solo as well. Special guest tonight, we're going to get Mr. Eric Munley on the phone later, and he's a member of the Blind Owl Band and the co-owner of the Waterhole. Anyways, I'm going to call Eric Munley up, and he's a good buddy, and he owns a place called the Waterhole up in Saranac Lake in the Adirondacks, and it's 2 floors of party time. It is a cool ass place, man. They got a pool table downstairs and a jukebox and a little bar, and then upstairs they got a full-fledged I am indeed drinking a White Russian. How'd you notice? But yeah, upstairs they got a full-on music venue, and all kinds of people play there. Everybody plays there. Donna the Buffalo has played there. Folk Faces has played there many times. Usually during this time of year, they would be hosting an event called Party on the Patio. And basically the whole town comes out to this thing, and they have a band on the patio, and it goes until like midnight or so, and it is just such a fun party, and people are wild up there, and yeah, shouts out to Saranac Lake and all the people up there and all the wild party animals I've met and hung out with up there. Lots of good friends up there. Love you folks, and yeah, I love playing at the Waterhole. I love playing Party on the Patio. I love playing the Winter Carnival. So there's a thing in the wintertime called Winter Carnival, and it's this 100-plus-year-old festival. People were getting so depressed up in the Adirondacks there was nothing to do that they would just have an ice festival. And so there's all these like ice games. They make an ice castle, and there's a parade with a different theme each year, and there's music all week long and 2 weekends and all week between, and it is just so fun. And I highly recommend the Winter Carnival. I think it's usually in February, but I've been to maybe 2 or 3 of them. I think I've played at 3 Winter Carnivals, and it is just such a wonderful time. And the Waterhole is a wonderful venue, and attached is a link to support the Waterhole. It's a tough time all over for small businesses, for bars and venues and restaurants and musicians and people who work in those industries, and we appreciate all the people who are still at working, and who are essential. Shout out to all the people who work at grocery stores and keep food on the shelves, and shout out to the healthcare professionals who are on the front lines. But basically it's freezed out everything for music venues and people who bring bands and bring the joy, and bars and stuff. So if you can support the Waterhole, check out that link. It's I think it's a GoFundMe link, and I think another thing you could do to support them is to buy some merchandise. They have some nice merchandise, and we can also find out because we're gonna call Eric Munley. Why don't we call him up right now and see what he's doing? It's a little early, but I told him 7:30, but I think it'll be. Old trees, they just grow stronger. Old rivers grow wilder every day. Old people, they just grow lonesome. Man, I love that song. Should I say his number on the live stream so you can all call him? That's what I did almost to Lazarus last week, like a dingbat. So,
Hello?
hey, is this Tyler Westcott?
Oh, is this Eric Munley?
Yeah, it is Eric Munley. How are you?
Good, brother. How are you?
Not bad. So, inside joke to all those folks out there, we kind of look alike, and a lot of people have commented on this. We've even posed as each other before. But how are you, Eric? And welcome to the live stream. And I miss you and I love you. What's going on, bud?
Miss you too, brother. We're hanging in there, trying to enjoy the slower pace of times right now, and trying to keep our heads up with all the bad news that continues to come in and such.
Yeah, you seem like you stay pretty busy, so it's kind of be tough for you to kind of stay, immobile.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I still have plenty to do. I still have plenty of work to do. Not like I'm getting paid for it or anything, but
Sure.
Being a small business owner in New York, it's something to become accustomed to, and being a musician in New York, it's something to become accustomed to. So
Yeah.
staying busy and dealing.
Folks, can you hear Eric all right? Let me know in the comments if you can hear his voice. I think you can, but anyways, how's Denzel? Denzel's Eric's dog, everybody.
Denzel's doing good.
Nice.
He's been, I think quarantine's really good for dogs. I think
Sure
they're
is.
happy
Yeah, I think you're right.
that, there's no breaks from their parents, and there's no, 10 hours apart.
Yeah.
The shows and stuff.
Yeah. Butters is definitely confused. Why don't you leave? But, basically, I just got a couple questions. Thanks for doing this with me, and yeah, man. So tell me a little bit about the Waterhole. Basically, tell me how did you happen to start owning the place? What is a little bit of the history, and what's your mission statement for the place? What are you trying to do with the Waterhole? And I know that's a lot of questions, but just like a general, give me a little background about it,
Yeah. So pretty much since I turned 21, the Waterhole was a part of my life. The previous owner lived behind me, and so I started doing things like street teaming and trade for getting in for free shows. Later became a janitor and started booking music. And then when the place went under, I was approached to potentially take it over, and was able to. And so I'm the fourth owner of the Waterhole. Waterhole is celebrating 50 years. Actually, it turned 50 4 days ago.
Wow, congrats.
Sort of went unnoticed due to these times, but just hit 50. And so, I was pulled in to the Waterhole, in a large sense because Blind Owl Band started touring from here. And so I started getting involved in the music scene and started booking music, and then just started to identify it with it more. It was a big part in the Blind Owl Band becoming who we were, and coming from a really small town and having a venue to invite other people to play with us, etc. Was a huge help, and it really made Saranac Lake possible as a spot to have a band be from. And I've owned it for 4 years now, and our mission statement would be we're creating a music venue that is for the people and for the musicians, and hosting everybody from, hospitality-wise, welcoming spirit, and then also the highest quality of sound. We have an amazing sound guy, Derek Forrest.
Shout out to Derek.
Yeah, big shout out to Derek. And, we want it to be a music venue for the people and for musicians. And it's our business and livelihood. But, we do it for the love of it. And to bring culture to an area. I mean, we come from a town of 5,000 people, and our town is the largest town in any direction for at least 2 hours.
Yeah, man.
So could be a real cultural black hole, but we try to bring a lot of culture here and make it a roadhouse or touring musicians all around the country.
Well, man, it definitely is all of those things, and that's so cool. Did you say you were a janitor there for?
Yeah, yes.
Wow.
My first job, I traded beer and tickets and put up posters.
So you really worked your way up, man. You really did it.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, it is definitely for the people, man. Like we always feel so at home there, and it's such a great place, and the people are great, and the sound is always great, and yeah, man, I'm glad you took that over, and happy 50 years, man. I mean, I know you ain't been there the whole time, but but that's a pretty cool thing for anything, and substantial, absolutely. But yeah, so check out the Blind Owl Band, folks, if you haven't. And it's cool that, you had the Waterhole, and I feel like that must have helped, with like the, getting the following that you guys have. You guys travel tirelessly, but like that must have been cool to have that kind of home base to come back to.
Yeah, absolutely. And being able to book music here and sort of learn both sides of the business, I think, helped us out.
Yeah.
We had to do everything ourselves, learn the business ourselves to get going, and being in an area where there's not many music professionals, it can be a tricky thing. It was just, sort of a foot in the door, and it's certainly been there for us.
Oh man, well, I have so many great memories there, and some blurry ones too. But if you had to, I know it's hard to say favorite anything, but like if you had to like pick a favorite show or a story or an experience to share with the people, what would it be? Sorry to put you on the spot, but yeah.
I mean, that's tricky because I have so many stories.
Just one that jumps out at you, like a funny one. I'm gonna make a drink. I'm listening. But I'm gonna make a drink. All right.
All right. So I think the best story is I have a business partner at the Waterhole. Her name's Kiki Sarko, and she was up and working for ALE, a wilderness therapy program, and I met her at the Waterhole. I was with her for a couple hours, and we ended up wrestling, and I broke her nose, and then took her into the bathroom to clean up and got my first kiss, and 8-9 years later, we got it together. So I think that's definitely the main standout moment for me at the Waterhole.
Wow, so you broke her nose and then...
Yeah.
Wow. That's wild. Is Kiki there?
No, Kiki's not here. She ran home.
That's all right. I'm coming. Hang on. I had to replenish. Hang on. Okay. I'm back. All right. So how has this whole pandemic affected you and your business, and how have you guys been coping and adapting to it?
I think we've been trying to keep our spirits up. I think it's an interesting thing. We handled the first batch of closures just fine, and now as it's getting longer and longer, it's getting tougher. We were able to raise money through a program we call Community Supported Music. It's sort of like a CSA for food, but this is for live music and drinks, and people were able to invest in us, and we'll get 2 tickets or 4 tickets and 4 drinks, whatever, once a year for 5 years. And so if you follow the GoFundMe link that you put up, that's what you'll find is that program, and that really saved our ass. But, it's difficult being, I think in the best case scenario, hopefully we'll be able to start serving beer again in the middle of June. And best case scenario, hopefully we're going to be able to start music on July 1st. But those easily could get pushed back. So, it's just important for everybody as reopening happens and as people are able to start traveling again and stuff to remember everybody that's still waiting it out.
Yep.
And, you know, we're barely, I feel like, halfway through our closure
Yeah.
right now. Being a business that is solely based off of social gathering and togetherness,
Right.
you know, we're going to be at the end of the line for feeling normal again. And so we got a long way to go, but we have a very supportive community, and, you know, we're going to get through it piece by piece, and we're excited to move forward. And, you know, it's tricky planning the parties for the return and playing the music for the rest of the summer. I keep on trying to have high hopes and sort of cancel things 2 weeks at a time.
Yeah.
But we're ready for this to all be over and move forward and start celebrating again.
Well, you guys have been doing like to go out the window, right? Like.
Yeah, just a little bit. You know, it's sort of something to do and a way to get some cash off the shelves.
That's a little bit of something. And can people buy like merchandise online or anything, or?
Yeah, you can certainly put up some. You can hit us up online, and we have some merchandise now. And once we wrap up the GoFundMe, we're going to be getting a couple other merchandise items in.
There's that GoFundMe too. Yeah, there's a GoFundMe link I put up with this video that you can go and check out. And congrats on that. You guys are almost there. You know, they need a little more help, folks. So if you got something you can throw in, help them out. It's an amazing place, and I highly encourage you to check it out and to send a little something if you can. So, but congrats on you know, making as much as you have so far. You know, you guys are doing good. It seems like a little further to go.
Yeah, lots of love and support around us. We're lucky to have a business that fosters community and can, you know, sort of have an outreach like that. I think there's a lot of small businesses in this country, retail, et cetera, that it's a little bit more difficult because, you know, with a bar, music venue, people literally spend every day with us, if not see us every week.
Right.
So we're able to community fundraise and stuff, and there's a lot of small businesses out there that don't have that. So I think it's important that everybody seek out, you know, any of the businesses around you that you appreciate and support during this hard time.
Right. Well, as soon as the Waterhole reopens, you know, make sure to go and support them. Make sure to go and you know, go see a show and buy some drinks and tip a little more than you might have because the folks bartending have been out of work for a while, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But man, I gotta say, I just like the Waterhole has been a big part of, you know, my musical journey, and like to go somewhere that's 6.5 hours away from home, and to have a crowd like we do there, and now we have more of a little bit of a dedicated following from doing, you know, partios and Winter Carnival there. It's just incredible, and the support that we find there is really humbling, and I just love the place, and I love the hospitality and how generous you guys are, and you're such great hosts, and thank you. And besides all of that, man, like Eric is a huge supporter of what I do, and without you, man, like I wouldn't have been able to get out there as much as I had. Like Eric helped me out so much when we wanted to start touring. You know, he literally held my hand and said, try this, try that, and some of it worked, and I got, you know, so much love for you for that, man. Thank you.
No problem. We love you guys, you know, and always love supporting people. We still talk about at least the Blind Albanian guys talk about the first time we saw Folk Faces. I think Tyler was 18 or 19 maybe. And it was at Fiddler's Picnic, and the sound guy was late to showing up, so Folk Faces had to play their set acoustic.
Yeah.
I remember we were impressed, you know, from day one, and it's been great to, you know, grow up in the scene with you guys, and it's great to experience us still being bands that are still going at it years and years later, and it's cool to see you guys go from being like a younger band to now being one of the mature bands in the scene, and you know, you certainly have worked your ass off, so it's cool to see.
Well, you have certainly helped out a lot, man, and yeah, I wanted to share this story. So I don't know. You guys can't see Eric, but you can see me. So imagine another long-haired, bearded guy, and I don't know. I don't think we look that much alike. But one time I was hanging out at Temple Bar in Rochester with Arthur, and somebody came up to us and was like, "Yeah, the Blind Owl Band, you guys rock, man! I love you guys." And so I signed your name, and I think that's pretty wild. And I started a hashtag I am Eric Munley. So, you know, you guys should use that hashtag. And Eric, have you ever been mistaken for me? Because I've been mistaken for you so many times.
Countless times I've been mistaken for you. It's interesting when you talk to a person and then it slowly unveils that they're actually talking about Tyler and not myself. So when they started talking about singing and this and that, I'm like, oh, saxophone player, not my band.
Oh.
So it's funny, but it's funny because I know enough about you that I can continue the conversation. And I typically invite them to your apartment, which is located right down the street from the Sportsman's Tavern.
Oh!
And, play all these fun games, and they're like, oh, okay, you just gotta roll with it, but it's a fun
6.5.
aspect.
Oh, Scott.
You know when we're at the same festival,
yeah,
for sure, you know?
Scott Huber says 6.5 hours, must be taking the long way. How long? It's like 5.5.
Probably, yeah. How long does it take you to get to Rochester?
Hour and 20 minutes.
Okay, so it's 4.5 exactly to Rochester.
Yeah, so it's like 5.5. Well, you gotta Scott, you gotta stop at Stewart's along the way. There's a couple of P stops. You know, I don't know. I tend to exaggerate a little bit, so
yeah,
maybe I was wrong there. But Eric, thank you so much for talking to me today, and congratulations on 50 years and owning such a cool business, and congratulations on, you know, that GoFundMe doing so well, and people, please support it and check it out, and thanks for talking to me today. I love you so much, man. Thanks for everything.
Hey man, thanks for highlighting venues. It's a super awesome thing that you're doing.
Oh,
as
no
a part of this, and thanks for having me on.
Right on. Well, have a great day, buddy. See ya.
All right, love you, bud. Bye.
What a mensch, that guy. What a great guy that Eric is. Well, I'm gonna get back to playing a couple tunes. Here we go. Here we go.